Alrighty, today's book is The Art of Robert E McGinnis. I love art by other artists. I'm not one of those people who are like, oh, I can't stand any other artist but myself. That's definitely not me. I've always loved art in general. And I love art from, say, the 50s, 60s, that style. I've always really enjoyed it. And Robert McGinnis was mostly a book artist. He did a lot of books, and then also did posters and such. I will say that viewer discretion is advised, because there is nudity in this book, but it's artistic nudity. It's not like porn or anything. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at this book. It's absolutely beautiful. He has a somewhat photorealistic style, but also just a unique style in general. He has numerous books out. This just happens to be one I got. I collect a lot of different books, art books by different artists. And as you can see, 7 decades of book covers, and then movies, and then magazine illustrations. As an artist, you kind of have to adapt to whatever's going to make you money. I do a lot of different type of art. I do trading card art. I've done comic art. I've done, geez, I can't even think of all the different types of art. Whatever I needed to do to make money is pretty much it. I do art mostly just because I like to. It doesn't really matter the subject, although if it's something I'm really not interested in, I sometimes will pass. You wouldn't believe the amount of odd things you're requested as an artist to paint, and some I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm good. That's just not something I'm interested in. So there is a limit to some things. I don't do gory stuff or explicit things or things that I just find really strange or whatever. So I kind of just stick to the norm of doing art. But I just absolutely love the style of his work. It's like very unique. It definitely has a feel of, like I said, the 50s and 60s. Actually, this picture here was done in 1961. He does make his people rather lanky. He uses photo reference also, but you'll notice a lot of his art has people very lanky, thin looking, and even their faces. But I just love the style, especially the 70s look here. And literally it's and he uses tempera paint, which kind of gives you a matte, rough look. Usually you can use all types of paint. I usually use oil paints, just because I don't want a paint that's going to dry fast, because I get interrupted, or my ADHD gets me involved with something else, and then I lose interest in what I'm doing for a bit, and then I'll take a break. I have to anyways. I can't paint continuously like I used to because of my health. I will get really bad pains in my hand. So majority I just paint for myself, just to keep me sane. I love painting. I'm never going to stop doing that. Even if I couldn't use either one of my arms, I would find a way to paint with my teeth, because I absolutely enjoy it. It's next to collecting Disney art is my second major thing in life. But as you can see, a lot of times they'll do the art by itself, and then it can be put on a background afterwards, and you can choose different colors. But I absolutely love, as you can see here, he did this full picture, and it was changed for the book. That's the thing. A lot of times I like to work with companies and such that just trust the way I do things, and don't go, make this change, make that change. That's one reason I stopped working for Bill and Hillary Clinton. I used to work for, helping send out emailers and stuff. I was never into politics. I could give a crap less of who it was. I just thought it would be cool to have on my portfolio that I worked for the ex-president of the United States and stuff, and I got to meet them. I actually had dinner with them. That was pretty fun. if I can remember or find the photo, I'll show you. I will show it to you. But that was a fun experience. But yeah, I think I worked for them for like 2 years, and then I just got too many people involved in the approval. And like I said, that's why you can change the background, or the book companies will put it on a specific background or something. Usually you leave enough bleed. Bleed is basically past where you see this picture. So bleed, it could have come all the way out here, but when it's trimmed down, it fits perfectly on the book. But you can definitely just look how, like, she looks way longer than this woman here that he used as a reference. And she just kind of has an odd style, but I just love his work. I think it's really cool. Frank Frazetta is also another one of my favorite artists. This is a beautiful piece. But yeah, I think I would have loved to done artwork for some books and stuff. I never really pushed. I could have had so many more opportunities, but just ADHD is a huge issue at times with me, where I fight myself to keep on track and do what I'm supposed to be doing. And it's not easy because my brain is constantly being creative and thinking of other things to do. But as you can see here, example, see how much additional, hold on a sec, see how much additional part of that painting he did, and then only that little bit is actually used for the cover. So he just kind of focused on the main thing in the book, the subject matter, and just continued the background. Some people also keep in mind that they may, if they're allowed, do prints. Some companies, you lose the rights to give it to them, but a lot of artists try to keep their rights so that they may use it for future things. That woman is crazy long. If she stood up, she would be insanely tall. I think this one too, she's very long. And just the way she's holding the gun is a little odd. But there's the breakfast at Tiffany's. That's really cute. I like that. There's some more modern, by modern I mean like 80s, 90s, somewhere around there. Actually, this is 1960s here, though. This is for 007 James Bond. He did a bunch of different artwork for that. And then this one, kind of interesting. I'm not sure exactly what this is for, because it actually has the space shuttle from the 80s. But I put that on the cover. I thought that was a cool picture. And if you're interested in this book, I did see that it was on Amazon. There's more books by him on there. And there's their magazine illustrations that he's done. And some other magazine art. That one's absolutely beautiful. This one had to take him forever. This was 1982, egg tempera. I've never used that type of paint, at least I don't think so. It definitely has more of a matte finish to it when it dries. I mean, some people like to be able to continuously quickly dry and do layers. I just usually, like I said, work in oil paints. I just like the way it flows, and I've learned to do different things with it. Like when I did sketch cards, I do oil paints, but I also use colored pencils for the line work and such. This had to take a while. It's a lot of artwork, a A lot of characters to add in there. That's crazy painting. This was To Camelot. It's an unpublished piece, so just imagine taking all that time and then it's never used for anything. Everyone just randomly knits naked. This is gallery art, which definitely looks like old, you know, old type art. Here she is admiring art naked. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't be allowed to walk around an art gallery nude, but who knows? But some absolutely gorgeous art. I used to do nude art a little bit off and on. I would, some paintings I still want to finish, I haven't gotten to. But it's stuff I usually don't really publish that much, considering most of my stuff is Disney. But these people's torsos are so long. There's some cowboy or Indian artwork. Such beautiful art. Doesn't say the size of these, but I'm assuming they're pretty decent size. I mean, that's just gorgeous. That's when you're out in Colorado, which I've visited numerous times. This is the type of art you see a lot of. It's beautiful out there. I want to get back to Utah at some point. I really enjoyed that. It was so bizarre. I literally felt like we're out on Mars driving around, because we went off on a unbeaten path, no road, and it was just wild. It was a lot of fun, though. Colorado is beautiful too, but it's expensive. Alrighty, well, that was it. I hope you enjoyed this book, and like I said, you can order this online if you're interested in this type of art. And if you enjoyed this video, please do subscribe and thumbs up the video, and stay tuned for more book previews. And I'd like to wish you all a magical day, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.